Hello and welcome, I'm Karjan, and this is Let's Art Operation Blinking Mirror Edition. So, the only thing left is the trees in the background. So, we're just going to start working on this as quickly as possible. So I would like to finish this today, seeing as it is the 11th of December. Okay, let's go with that. And I'm actually looking for something very specific, because what I'm going to do is find a brush. No, I don't like that. Or that. I'm looking for a very specific effect that I'm going to create. But that means that I need to find a proper brush first. And I suppose I probably should have spent some time figuring out where all my brushes actually were before I attempted to use them. Let's just zoom in so I can actually see what these brushes are doing. That's not... it's a cross-hatching. Not quite what I want. I have far too many brushes, and I admit this. It's not really that much of a surprise to me. Let's see. What are these? Oh, those are actually... okay. Those aren't anything like what I want. Let's see. No. That's not bad. Okay. So, let's see. It doesn't really matter. And I'm just going to customize this brush. Let's do a bit of scattering. No, not too heavy. No, I don't want a texture. Turn that off. Dual brush. This allows me to basically put two brushes, to use two brushes at the same time. So what I need to do is find a pattern that I like. give me something... Give me something nice. And that's all. This all up in here is animal patterns. I'm just experimenting and messing around. Probably doing maybe a little bit too much effort for something like this. No, I don't really like any of that. That might be interesting. Excuse me. That's kind of a nice pattern there. Let's do a bit of scatter, not much. Yeah. So we place one brush over top the other. There, that looks good. Let's see. And let's add some hue jitter. Not much. Saturation jitter. A little bit of brightness jitter. What these controls mean is that foreground background is going to switch between these two colors that I've got. The hue is going to slide the hue controller a little bit back and forth. Saturation is going to control saturation levels, and the brightness is going to control brightness levels. I don't entirely know what purity means. Let's see. I don't really want... No noise. No wet edges. Okay. So I've got a new brush at this point. And let's see what it does. What's an interesting effect? And I think doing something like that would look really good with the leaves, but I think I've got far too much hue jitter. And far too much brightness jitter. Maybe a little bit more brightness jitter than that. Maybe a little bit more hue jitter. I like the pattern that's showing up. It looks kind of nice. I do not, however, approve of the colors that are coming out. Turn all of turn this down. Brightness, turn the brightness down. Yeah, I don't really want... See, if I turn all of this off, the color that comes out is like that. That's not too bad of a color. Touch it up a little bit. Okay, that's not bad. So now at this point, I'm going to... Actually, I'm just going to delete these layers. And create some new layers. I'm gonna change my secondary color. I'll up the size of this now, and just start adding color. I am going to go back through with probably a different brush as well. Just find another brush that I approve of. But right now I'm just adding some texture to the tree. I'm not really aiming for shading or anything. I'm aiming for adding a bit more texture. Than the standard color. Because it's so... that looks okay. I've got some texture on it now. So... let's see. Just add some darkness to it. So I just need to keep adding layers up. And I'm not actually going through and smoothing things out quite yet. It's because I'm being a bit quick about this. Okay. Now, what I want is a nice, large... Whoops. Oops. Forgot how much processing power that takes. Smudging really isn't what I want anyway. Let's just play with filters. Needs to be just initially smooth this out. Whoops. Initially smooth this out a little bit, and then okay. Large brush. And this will allow me to take the edge off of some of it. Okay. It's starting to look like a tree, in my opinion. So, I need a lighter color. And I am completely ignoring, at the moment, the spots on the tree that I technically need to, pull this up. And let's play with layers. That's a fancy looking tree. Soft light's not actually bad. I think I like the way that looks. Okay. So we're gonna tone this down a little bit. Tone the strength down a little bit. Because this is going to require... You can see the visible lag in action in what I'm doing. And it's not all that surprising to me that there is a visible lag. Because this is a large piece. And I'm doing a large area of work right now. So, and I do need to go in and make this more... make the lightning strike area look more lightning strikey. There's currently really nothing there. far too dark. Yeah, I suppose that's okay. Some of it, quite a lot of it, I think, will end up hidden. That's one of the... It's one of the things about this, is that a fairly significant amount of this will be hidden. Oh, not the stuff, not really the stuff in the main trunk. But like these branches and stuff will probably mostly be hidden. Okay. I actually like the way that looks. So now what I need to do is I need actual shadows. Let's go down a bit more. And this, here we go. So I need actual shadows underneath these people, underneath these characters. Because they are on this limb and therefore are blocking light. Oops. I also need to add a few very specific shadows around tree limbs. Because a few places did not actually shade very well when I was just running through it. Just gotta trying to make things look a little less flat. Just in case it's visible. Okay. Just need to add a little bit. See, it's just small little places where I didn't properly bother while working with the other colors. Just need to add little touches of shadow. Make this a little smaller in some places. There, now they're properly sitting. It looks a little bit better. Smooth that out. Okay. Now, this is an interesting problem. Need a color that's basically need a sharper color. To get that sort of broken scar tissue look. Like that. And then down deeper, slightly smaller. Just build up the color. And a quick jump to a very dark color at the core of it. Doesn't look half bad. Okay, now I need to smooth, make this a little less sharp-edged. Well, I mean, it needs to be sharp-edged because it's a lightning strike. Lightning is definitely not a polite force to work with. And then just a little bit, make it follow the line a bit more. I don't really care that it's... There we go. At the very least, something has scored this tree wide open. Okay. I don't really like this down here. So I'm going to add... a few more ribs and lines in here. And smooth this out. Just so that it looks like the base of the tree isn't flat. And then up a little bit so I can... give a bit of light. Not much in some of these areas, just a little. Okay. Not bad. Okay. So that actually looks fairly good. Well, I think this is a little too pleated down here now. Oh, well. I'll look into hiding most of that. So, I'm going to go up top over the lines. And we're going to choose a nice dark green. And then more of a leafy green. And then we are going to, let's see. Let's see here. Let's see. Meh. Let's see here. I'm going to look for something interesting to play with. Here, we'll go with this. And maybe that will do. We'll do fairly dramatic size jitter and a little bit of angle jitter. That leaves some interesting. Let's see. Oh dear. Well, okay. It seems like my Photoshop has decided to be disinterested in working on this anymore, so I'm going to call this video here and then begin again next time working on adding leaves into this and then adding leaf shadows onto these two. So I will see you next time.